Hello folks, it's Stan, WB2LQF, on this Memorial Day 2020, in the middle of our virus pandemic. And I got a little quickie here for those of you who really enjoy CW, and especially those of you who enjoy CW using sideswipers and bugs. It's a little something I kind of figured out here after a lot of trial and error. A means of securing my bug to the desk so that no matter what, it wasn't going to move. Same thing for the sideswiper here. Now, all you got to do, get yourself a dowel, all right? Get yourself a dowel, doesn't matter what it is, all right? Figure out how high you want that dowel to be, cut off some pieces. Then you drill a hole in the dowel that's slightly off-centered, so that you can put in a screw, a screw, almost said bolt, that's got enough bite in it to secure it to the desk surface, okay? And then you mount it in such a way that your bug is completely secured. It doesn't move. Why do you want something off-centered? Well, if it's off-centered, it moves, okay, from the thinnest part to the thickest part. And that means that as you're screwing it in to the desk, you can make sure that you've got the opportunity to get the key out as well as the opportunity to get the key in. And then you can adjust for slight differences in the way you maybe did the mounting or where you drilled a screw hole or something else, okay? Trust me, it works really good. Same thing for the sideswiper. Now, there's an obvious question many people would have is, why in the hell would I want to screw up my desk? Well, my experience in 58 years in ham radio has been that most hams are cheap. We don't like to spend a whole lot of money on anything but equipment. And even then, we're very careful about what we buy and how much we spend. I know, I've sold a few things on eBay. Most hams find a desk of some sort, either used or they build their own, or they take a piece of furniture that nobody else wants. So destroying the surface really, I think, is not all that important to the average ham. Besides, if you're a real aficionado of CW, what you really want to do is make sure your keys don't move. Now, that's not a problem with a paddle. Okay, that little rubber or anti-skid pad on the bottom is enough, because these things are set up in such a way that you barely got to touch them. But I'm talking about real CW. I happen to be a slapper, a long-time slapper, and when I hit my key, we're talking vicious. Same thing with a sideswiper. The more gentle you are with the sideswiper, the more you screw up. So a good whacker is usually a pretty accurate CW guy. Not in all cases, but in my case. So here you are, okay? Sort of a simple solution. Now, where have I put them? I put them where I normally like to operate. I like to have my arm on a desk. When I'm operating my sideswiper, I'm like this. I'm basically perpendicular to my equipment. With my bug, I'm more like about a 35 degree angle to the end of the desk, but I've still got my arm on the desk, all right, and I can rotate my wrist just like I want to. Here, I'm slapping more than I'm rotating. So, it's not rocket science. It's something that's very personal to each individual person. There's no right and there's no wrong. You just do what you want to do, and if it works, fine. If it doesn't, well, you come up with a video with a better idea. Okay, 73, happy Memorial Day 2020. WB2LQF, off and clear.